Hi, everybody. Please, if you're on the line today, just send me a message, please. Just say hi if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say hi. If you can hear me, say hi. If you can hear me, say hi. Okay, somebody has already sent a question already. Okay, yeah. Before I answer your question, let me let me start what I need to do first. So, your question says that somebody has a question here. He said, "I was admitted for 2024 for MSc, a Masters in Human Development and Family Science. Okay, okay. I have full GA from Atkins. Okay. Continuation, sir, for Oklahoma. Now my temporary supervisor was the person I want to work with, which has promised me funding. If I'm admitted, should I still be waiting, sir? Well, it depends on since you I have failed GA from Kent. So if you have full GA, like a graduate assistantship, if you have full graduate assistantship, you can go ahead and do that. But obviously, just make sure that the person you want to work with, you have a full GA from that person. If that person have a grant, you can go ahead and apply to that. Okay. So let me know if I answer your question correctly, or if you want me to recap by asking your question again. Okay, welcome to today's section. The last section I did, I talked about what is it called, how to apply for admission in US and everything like that. But today we'll be dealing with some secret things that you need to know concerning applying for scholarship here. So we have three different types of scholarship. Most importantly, in every university, there are three different types of scholarship. So that's for masters and for PhD students. We have three types. For undergraduates, there are a lot of scholarship for undergraduates. Undergraduates can get 75% of scholarship, they can get 25% of scholarship, they can get 100% of scholarship. Sometimes it depends on school. Some school we said, okay, we are giving you what is it called? Full scholarship, maybe because your SAT was okay or something like that. So that's about it. So to buttress the continuation of what I'm saying is that if you apply to a school, there are three scholarship. We have what we call the graduate teaching assistant. That is GTA, graduate teaching assistant. We have what is called GRA, graduate research assistant. Graduate research assistant. We have what is called GA, graduate assistant. So, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Please say hi if you can hear me. Can you all hear me, please? Mr. Adebowale, can you hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me, please. Just confirm if you can hear me. Okay, thank you. Good. Oh, thank you. So you guys can hear me. Thank you. So let me repeat myself again so that you can understand what I'm saying. So I said for scholarship here in America, if you want to apply for scholarship, there are three types of scholarship here in US. Number one scholarship is called GTA, Graduate Teaching Assistant. That is for masters and PhD. For undergraduate, you can have different type of scholarship. You can have full funding scholarship. You can have 75% scholarship. You have 50% scholarship. It depends on school. But for masters and PhD, there are three type of scholarship. We have what is called GTA that each department gives. each department. We have GTA, that is graduate teaching assistant. We have GRA, graduate research assistant, and we have GA, graduate assistant. Sometimes GA, all these two fall under GA. GA, some school will say GA, which means a graduate teaching assistant, graduate research assistant. Now, most departments always give out these three scholarships. Now, this is where I'm going to. I want to open some secret to you guys. Whenever you apply to a school, right, and they tell you that we have funding in that department, they either have a graduate teaching assistant or they have graduate research assistant. That too. That two graduate teaching assistant and graduate research assistant are mostly given to masters and PhD students. But they are very, very limited for each department. So, for example, a particular department can apply to, like, they can get an application for almost 500 students. And they decided to give admission to, like, out of 500 students, decided to give admission to maybe 60 students. And the scholarship that is on grant is like, let's say 20. So which means that they only give 20 people the scholarship that is on grant. It remains 40 other people. Now 40 other people can either go ahead and pay by themselves, and that is why most of the time they request that whenever you are coming over, you should submit proof of fund. Are you getting what I'm saying now? You should submit proof of fund. Now, what will happen to the remaining 40 people? Now, this is the secret I want to show to you. Number one, anytime you apply to a particular school and they tell you in that school that there is scholarship for you, for the students that are applying, number one, know that the scholarship are limited. Now, another source that you can go for. So, for example, they give you admission, they will surely give you admission and tell you no funding. Maybe, for example, they've already considered those who are basically through merit to give funding to them. So, maybe, for example, like I said, those who applied were 60, those who gave admission was 60 people, they only gave 20 graduate teaching assistants. The remaining 40 people, they will tell them, we are sorry, no funding, but you guys are given admission. What should I do to get funding? This is what I will tell you now. Now listen, if you fall in this category, these are what you need to do to get funding. Number one, look at the lecturers in that department. Make sure you get familiar to the lecturers in that department. Now, that is number one. When you get familiar to the lecturer in that department, number two, try to make sure that you have a LinkedIn profile. When you have a LinkedIn, try to go to the school through LinkedIn. Look at those students from your country, maybe from Nigeria, from Ghana, from any other places. Reach out to any one of them through LinkedIn. When you reach out to any one of them, ask a question in so department. For example, maybe somebody is in so department that you're applying to. Reach out to that person and ask that person, please, do you know any lecturer in that department that has grant? Listen to me very well. Do you know any lecturer in that department that has grant? Or help me to verify in that department if there is any lecturer that has grant that needed student. That's number one. When you get that information, if that student tell you that so lecturer has grant, that means that lecturer can sponsor your admission. Look at the area of the research of that lecturer. Look at what he's interested in. Look at what he's teaching. Hit him an email. Right? That's number one thing you can do. Number two, whenever you reach out to anybody in that school, for example, those who are from your own side, whenever you reach out to them and they tell you that, oh, in this department, there is no funding. Oh, we don't have a particular lecturer that has grant right now. Don't stop there. Reach out to some lecturers in that department. Present yourself as if you want to work with them. Tell them what you can do. Look at their research area. Use that medium to reach out to them. Send your results. Send your what is it called? Send your result. Send your write up. Send your statement of purpose. Make sure you include them inside of it. Now, if you do that, those lecturers can go ahead and fight for you for a space concerning getting scholarship. Now, two things that I said. If 40 people were given admission, only 20 people were given GA. The rest of the 30, there's no space. What you need to do is seek by going ahead to look at LinkedIn. In that particular school, look for somebody who is studied at your course from your country. Communicate with that person. Find a lecturer that has grant that you can work with, or find a lecturer in that area. Look at his research and every other things and check out if reach out to that lecturer and see if you can work with that lecturer. That is number one. That's about that. I'm going to give you an example of a scenario. In my school, there was a particular student that applied and they gave them admission. So the grant that is on grant, that is the scholarship that is on grant, these are PhD students. The scholarship that were presently on grant were not enough. So they gave some people scholarship. Why some get grant, like got scholarship from the lecturer. Like some lecturers grant, and they gave them scholarship towards that. Now, another thing, give me a second, please. Another second thing that pop up there is that they reach out to some people in my school, and those people said, "Oh, this person, we know more about it," or something like that, and they asked that person to reach out to me. So those people reach out to me. There were two guys from my country. When they reached out to me, I told them, I said, what are your experience, your work experience? Now, let me tell you something. Whenever you get admission, there's a possibility that your work experience doesn't tally with the work you want to come and study, or with something you want to come and study. But you have a work experience. For example, let me tell you this guy. This guy studied engineering. He had a work experience in IT, information technology. He's very good in artificial intelligence. When I and him had dialogue, he told me he's coming for computation and data science, PhD. But there's no funding for him. I told him, guy, you study, you have an experience in this area. Reach out to computer science. Reach out to computer science. Look at some of these lecturers there. Tell them what you can do, or reach out to the chair of that department. What if the lecturer area of interest is different from the one I put on my SOP? Okay, good. I'm going to answer your question. Just give me a second. Let me finish this one. I'm going to answer your question. Now, if you realize that in that department, like for example, computer science, they deal with information technology, they may need somebody in a particular area. Now, you reach out to that department and tell the department, I've been given admission in computation and data science. I study engineering, but I have a lot of experience in information technology. This is what I've been doing, this and that and everything like that. Send them with your CV and everything and ask them, is there any opening for this type of job that I can work with the school in order for me to be able to get funding? That is what I asked him to do. The second guy, he studied mathematics. He's very good in teaching. He has been teaching for a long time. I asked him to reach out to my department where I'm working, and I do a follow-up towards that. These two people, they end up getting funding. The department couldn't give them funding, but they source funding from other places. That is one. Another thing you can do again is that you may apply to a particular course. I'm going to answer your question. I'm coming back to answer your question. You may apply to a particular course, and in that course, there is no funding anymore. Now you can reach out to people in the school. I said, okay, for example, in the library, like in my school now, in the library, they always have opening for GA, for GTA, for something like that. In some other department, like for example, I have somebody who study medicine, who deal with dentists and something like that. When he came in, he couldn't get funding for the area where he came to study, public health. But because he had experience as a person who deals with teeth, who is a dentist, I asked her to reach out to the health department of the school. She reached out to the health department of the school, and to that place, they said, okay, let's look at your work experience and everything. They check it out and everything. They say, okay, we are giving you funding. So what I'm saying in essence is that don't base your scholarship, your funding only on the department. If you have a lot of experience, for example, you are teaching, maybe you apply to data science, or maybe you apply to chemistry or something, and you have a knowledge in teaching, you know you can teach, look at some department you can apply to. Tell them you have been given admission. Number one, make sure you've gotten your admission. Now, tell them you have been given admission. Send all your CV, send your admission letter, send everything to them. And then apply to them and tell them that you can work in so area. Did they have GA, or can they sponsor you? If they have availability, they will tell you. You can get funding from them. So what I'm saying in essence is that it does not determine that it has to be your department that need to sponsor you alone. If your department have funding, so be it. But if your department did not have funding, reach out to other departments. Most importantly, before you reach out to other departments, make sure you find out through those who are in that school. Make a query from that school. Make a query. It says that you can reach out to the school. You can reach out to the school through LinkedIn. We have different type of platform you can reach out. Those people will tell you, in this area, we have. I'm going to answer the first question. I'm coming, please. I'm going to answer the first question. So in this area, surely we you can get funding in this area. Make sure you reach out. So that is about that. Another thing I want to mention is that those lecturers that have grants, if you find out that the lecturer have grant, I reached out to that lecturer, and the lecturer said, oh, my students are enough. Get what I'm saying now. You reach out to the lecturer, and the lecturer said, my students are enough. I already have enough students. I can't accommodate anybody again. Now, you can ask a question from that lecturer that, sir, I have admission. I needed, I needed, full funding. Now, the department said there's no funding anymore, but I have a knowledge in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area. Please, who can you suggest that I can reach out to? I'm telling you, these are the secret. Who can you suggest that I can reach out to so that I can get a full grant and I can work with that person? Some lecturer will give you suggestion. These are one of the secrets. Some lecturers will give you suggestion. So whenever you are applying to any school, make sure you know all these key. There are a lot of scholarship. There are a lot of like, for example, last semester in my school, we have shortage of teachers in my department. There are some of the teachers that left, and we have GTA on grant. So if those who are around can apply as quick as possible, you can go ahead and get it. So let me answer your question, sir. Number one, you said, what if the lecturer's area of interest is different from the one I put on my SOP? Good. Now, if the area of the lecturer that you are interested in is different, now this is what you need to do. Whenever you are applying, for example, you've already written your SOP, you send it to the department and something. All these lecturers, they don't look at your SOP. Those who are looking at your SOP or something are those who are in charge of admission in the department. Now, when you realize that you've sent your application down there, maybe they give you admission, there's no funding, and you want to reach out to another lecturer. Now, reconstruct your SOP or reconstruct your message and put that lecturer name there and send it to him personally. Can you get what I'm saying, Mr. Adebowale? Send it to him personally. So whenever you submit your SOP, you always submit it to the department. Department They have committee that sit down to make decision. But to that lecturer, maybe for example, you see that this lecturer has a grant or something. Okay, no problem. You've already given admission. You don't have funding or something. Let me give an example. When I was applying for my PhD, let me give you this example for my PhD. Apart from masters, I was given admission in February. I was given, and they told me no funding, no funding. I reached out to 6 different lecturers. I reached out to 6 different lecturers. They have reached out to 6 different lecturers. I've written my statement of purpose, so whereby I have some lecturers already put. Already, I have lecturers I put there. I submitted that one. My admission came, and I said, okay, no funding. Then I begin to reach out to 6 different lecturers. I tell them, hey, this is what I have. This is what I've studied. This is my background. I wrote something to them, send it to them personally, ask them to like, they reply me back. Some will tell me, yes, you have this background, you have this background, you have this background. I'm excited, you have a very good result, and so on and so forth. But for now, I'm so sorry. I don't have any space or something like that. He will send me a message back. I'll now reach out to him. Thank you so much, Professor, for reaching out back to me and answering my question. Can you please give me a suggestion of a particular lecturer in which that you know specialize in most of this area? For example, some of the courses I sent to you, some of the area I think about or something, and may have grants or can help me to reach out. You get my point now? So he said, okay, give me a suggestion. Okay, check this particular lecturer, check this particular lecturer. So I begin to send messages. In my mind, I know if I get there, I may have a particular lecturer I want to work with. I may have another lecturer I want to work with. But for you to secure that funding, don't sit down. There is funding. Okay? Have I answered your question, Mr. Adewale? Have I answered your question, please? In case where one does not have an experience, how do we go about it? Okay, good. That one is a big deal. Like maybe experience in teaching, experience in some area and everything like that. So this is what you do. Now, if you don't have an experience, you reach out to some students in that school that are from, like, for example, let's say you're from Nigeria. You can reach out to a particular student that you know that are from Nigeria or something, and I'll tell them, like, okay, guy, what are the areas in the school that you know might be opening that I can come in, get funding from, or something like that. But I will tell you, it is good for you to have experience, and it is good for you to have skills. Try your best to have experience and skills. It's very, very important. Let me give you an example of myself. When I was coming for my PhD, I don't have any skills in Python, in programming. I'm just a mathematician. So I'm a mathematician. So I don't know all the skills about Python, programming. I only know a little about mathematical because I used mathematical when I was doing my master's. But I make sure I start building myself in that area. Now, when you now reach out to the school, let's say you don't have any experience, you reach out to some of the people in the school, and they tell you, okay, there's a particular opening in a particular area, there's a particular opening in a particular area, there's a particular opening in a particular area. You can do something. You can start working yourself towards knowing the skills of what they're using in that area. Start working on it. Now, when you now submit your CV to them, tell them you have a skills in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area. You may not put work experience there because you know you don't have work experience. But tell them you have a skills in this area, in this area. It is good for you to be sincere. Tell them you have a skills in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area. And you believe that you can use the skills. And before, normally if you have a skill, you must have used the skills on some work personally and do some work. You can tell them, I've used the skills on this area, I've worked in this area, I've done this area, I've done this area. Then send it to them. Sometimes they will call you for an interview. I want to have an interview with you before going ahead to give you anything they want to tell you. They will ask an interview from you, call an interview and say, okay, this one and that one and everything. Open up to them. Tell them, yeah, I have the skills in this area. Just have not have the experience on that thing, but I have the skills. I've used it on this place. I've used it on this place. I use it on this place. I've used it on this place, and it works, and it works, and it works. I'm telling you, if they want to employ you, they will. If they reject you, look for another area in the school again. Apply there again. There are a lot of areas in the school that you can apply to. A lot, a lot. Some departments, some departments just need graduate assistant. Graduate assistant, it says that you can be at the front desk. There's a department that needs front desks. I'm telling you the fact. Some department need only front desks. Some department like international body, they need front desks. If you don't get GA in your department, you can come and get GA in the international body. Some other places they need front desks. Hey, you said there is shortage of GTA. I really want to study outside here. So study outside. How can I really do my masters as an art student and study French, but has no idea of which school can offer me scholarship? Oh yeah, for this one, there are a lot of schools that can for the scholarship towards that. French is a big deal here, to be serious. So I can help you out to check this school. I'll try my best to check some school concerning those who want to study French or something like that. Like for example, I give out a particular video recently concerning those who want to study communication and public relation. So I can help you to check this one. You can check my video on that one. And for this one in French, yeah, like language speaking. There are a lot of scholarship for language speaking. You know, I'm telling you, here in America, there are a lot of scholarship for language speaking. Because most Americans want to learn different languages. So there are a lot of scholarship for languages. If you are very good in this area, what you need to do is to reach out to the school. Reach out to the department. I'm telling you the truth. Reach out to the department. And let me tell you one other secret that I find out recently. Some departments, they won't put it on their internet that they give funding. Listen to me carefully. Some departments, they won't put it on their website that they have funding to sponsor students. They won't put it there. Why? Because they know that if they say that, a lot of students will pop in too much. Now, this is what you do. Anytime you see a particular school that have the course you want to study and you have a very good result, please reach out to, look at the department, look at the head of the department. Reach out to the head of the department. Now, when you're reaching out to the head of the department, just don't go ahead and ask a question and say, excuse me, sir, I want to apply to this department. This is the course I want to study. Do you guys have funding? If you do that, they will tell you, no, we don't have funding. Don't do that. Whenever you want to reach out to that department, you look at the course. Oh, you like that course so much, and you want to come and study that course, right? You want to come and study that course. You like the course a lot, but on the website they don't put anything like funding there. There's no funding or something. Don't ever write to the head and say, I want to study this course and this course and this course. I just want to ask, do you guys have funding? Don't do that. Now, this is what you do. When you look at that school and you find out that school, they have the course you want to study, and on the website, they don't put anything like funding or something there. When you're reaching out to the chairman, construct a very good letter. Construct a letter as if you are selling yourself to that lecturer. Tell the lecturer, I studied this course. These are the courses I've done so far. Mention the course. This course, 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 in this area, in this area, in this area. I have experience in this area, in this area, in this area. I've done this, I've done that. Okay, I'm coming. I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this one, I've done this one, I've done this one. You are writing to the share. And you see some lecturers who have done so work. I am very, very interested in their work and everything like that, and so on and so forth. Now, after writing all those things with your experience with the courses you've done, and maybe, for example, you that studied French, you've been teaching French for a long time or something like that. After doing that, then what you need to do is that you now put it at the bottom end. It will be great if I can get a funding for me to further and also add value to the department. Are you getting what I'm saying? For me to further and also add value to the department. So it will be the one to now tell you, after reading everything, and tell you that, okay, if there is funding, there is no funding. But just don't ask that question straight. Dance as if you are dancing around a, when you have a chair that is rolling, but you know where you are going to. So present yourself like, hey, you guys need me here. You guys need me. You guys need me here. You know? And then now ask the question at the extreme end that, oh, I just want to ask that, is there a way so that I can get a sponsor towards this area? For example, you may even apply to that school and get admission before you even send that one to the share. And you can send it earlier before doing that. But note what I said. Don't send a message just straight directly like that. The reply will get back to you and tell you that no funding. Okay, let me answer your question. How can I get these students on LinkedIn, sir? Good. Every student in every school always puts their, what's it called? The name of their school in LinkedIn. For example, when I was trying to apply to MTSU, I was doing my PhD in Ohio. I want to come to MTSU. I went to LinkedIn. So I typed MTSU. Then I put Nigeria in front of it. I just put Nigeria in front of it. So when I put Nigeria in front of it, it brought out a lot of people from that area, from that place. Then I reach out to them. Another way you can do is that you can type uh, the name of the school and put that course, the course, and put it in front of it. It's going to bring out those who have been in that school or are studying that course. You know, there's no way most of the time you put your courses like mine now. If you go ahead and check my name on LinkedIn or you press MTSU and put computation and data science, it's going to pop up my name. It's going to pop out the name of some other people. You get what I'm saying? Okay. I've been offered admission in Kent and Oklahoma State. Okay, you've been offered admission in Kent and Oklahoma State. What about funding? Have you gotten funding? Let me know if you have gotten funding. How can I get in contact with those lecturers on LinkedIn, sir? No, I don't ask you to get in contact with lecturers on LinkedIn. For the LinkedIn one I'm talking about are those who, what is it called? Who are students that are from maybe your country or something like that. That's when I say you can reach out to through LinkedIn. Don't reach out to any lecturers through LinkedIn. Go to the school website. Go to faculty. In that department, they always have a faculty in the department. When you get to that department, you apply. For example, you apply to engineering. Maybe you apply to marine engineering. When you get to marine engineering department, they have faculty there. Click on the faculty. It's going to bring out the picture of all the lecturers in that department. Now you can begin to click them one by one. It's going to tell every of their research area, what they are doing, the paper they publish, the research they are doing presently, and everything like that. Then you can go ahead and begin to make your research. And then you see there, they'll put their email. Then you can email them through there. Have I answered your question? That's how to get that. So don't reach out to lecturers through LinkedIn. Reach out to students from there through LinkedIn. School like, can I make application? Cause most time it look like I need to have GTA, language, reference, and SAT. Basically, I don't have. How can I go? Okay, when you're talking about, are you applying for masters or you apply for undergraduate? Please, if you can just explain that one to me very well. Is it masters or undergraduate? Because right now you are putting SAT. SAT is for undergraduate. GMAT is for what is it called? For my master students. So let me know which one you are talking about, either SAT or masters or something like that. Okay, masters. So you don't need to write SAT for masters. Then are you from English speaking country? If you are from English speaking country, let me know. If it is masters, and you are applying, and you said you're applying for, what course are you applying for, if I may ask? Because GMAT, that means that possibly maybe you're applying to maybe accounting department or something like that they require GMAT. So what course are you applying to? I want to know the course you're applying to. Please, anybody who has any question? I mean, what courses are you applying to? I know you say you're Nigerian basically. Okay. What course are you applied to? Like what course? What is your course? Can you let me know the course, please? You said I need to have GMAT here. Let me know the course you're applying to. So, like for example, it depends on the courses you are applying to. Some department will tell you GMAT, some department will tell you GRE. You don't need to subscribe to premium. for the LinkedIn. You don't need to subscribe to premium. I don't have premium. You don't need to subscribe to premium. You see a search at the top there, a search. A search. Oh, no funding. Okay. So I've given you what you need to do. Mr. Adebowale Adeshina, I've given you the clue of what you need to do. If they tell you no funding in that department and you have some experience, bro, reach out to some people from there. I have most schools say that GRE is optional, good, but does it really have implication on admission? I mean, mechanical engineering graduate going for PhD in. So, number one, for PhD, where they give you most schools for PhD, it comes directly straight with funding. Most schools from PhD comes directly with funding. So if they don't give you admission for PhD, no, there's no funding. But if they give you admission, maybe for example, they realize that this person is very good, but the funding is finished and they give you admission. These are the things you can do that I just tell you not quite long. And for mechanical engineering, there are a lot of schools for PhD. I will send that one to you. If you go to my Mr. Oluwaseyi, if you go to my to the YouTube, check at the top, you will see a WhatsApp community there, a link of WhatsApp community on my YouTube. Click on that link, join the community. Then you can reach out to me through that place. You will see my number there, so you can reach out to me through that place. Then I will tell you that there are a lot of schools that have funding for mechanical engineering, most importantly PhD mechanical engineering. Then linguistics or comparative studies. Yeah, for linguistic and comparative study, talking about GTA that you are talking about. Now let me go back to your question. Now I know the course you are studying, that you want to study. You say, can I make application course most time? It look like I need to have GMAT, language. So for the language, if you are from Nigeria, note this. If you are from Nigeria, you don't need to write anything like TOEFL, English or something, because you are from English speaking country. If you are from English speaking country, you don't need TOEFL. But some schools request that you write GRE, and some schools request that you write GMAT. Any school that requires that is very compulsory for them, but not all schools. So you can check some other schools in this area of what you are trying to study. There are some other schools that don't require GRE. I'll be doing a video on that on my community, my WhatsApp community. I posted a video recently on the school in 2024 that don't require GRE or GMAT. I posted it there. If you can join through that link, you will see it there. I will repost it again today. That you don't need to write GRE, GMAT, and you're going to get what is it called? You can apply to the school. So concerning the course you want to study, there are some other schools that don't require GRE or GMAT. You can search for them and you will get them. Then I'm still going to also pop up a particular information very soon, how you can search for all these schools easily in a particular website that will show you all the schools that you can apply to that don't need GRE, don't need GMAT or something like that. I can show you that. Good evening, sir. How can I know students of a particular graduate school program on LinkedIn? Yeah, I just said it not quite long. Maybe you just joined. This is how to know them. So to Mr. Abayomi, you need to put the name of that school first. For example, let's say my school now, MTSU, and then you put the course in front of it. Then you can put the name of the country there, like Nigeria, or maybe Ghana, or maybe Sierra Leone. You can put it in front of it and pop it up. It's going to come out. Sometimes it's going to give you everything. No, the site is on my YouTube. When you go to my YouTube, when you go to the YouTube, you see something at the top. When you go to YouTube, you click my name. When you click my name on the YouTube, it's going to pop out. It's going to pop out all information. Like for example, you're going to see something like this YouTube channel is dedicated to guide and mentor students. Then under it, you see 5 more links. You will see 5 more links. When you click on that link, then you see where I have my Facebook, I have my my LinkedIn, I have my my WhatsApp group, that is the community, and also you can see my GitHub too there. So you can go ahead and then get that one done. Okay. So for the person I'm answering a question concerning the lending, you can do that. Put the name of the school, put the name of the course. You can put the name of your country in front of it. It will surely pop up. Like for example, when I was trying to apply to MTSU for my PhD, when I was in Ohio doing my PhD, I put the name of the school, the name of the department, then I put Nigeria. Then it pop up. It gave me two people who are there already, and also give me some extra other people. I have a friend also. He's a doctor now, Thomas Toku. I reached out to him. I also reached out to one other. Also, he's a doctor right now. That one was from Nigeria, and Dr. Toib. So I reached out to Dr. Toib. I reached out to Dr. Thomas Toku. So those two people were still doing their masters, their PhD when I was about to come. I reached out to them. I began to ask a lot of questions from them. So you can do that. So it doesn't mean that you have to be your country. You may look for other country people and also reach out to that. So you can also do that too. Okay. So that's how to get that one. Let me answer that person's question. Let's assume the lecturer said that there is partial funding. Should I go for it, or I should still go on with other lecturers? Secondly, can I talk to 4 different lecturers at the same time? Yes, you can talk to 10 different lecturers at the same time. Don't limit yourself, I beg. Don't limit yourself. So if you have one that give you partial, thank God, accept that partial. Look for another one. I'm telling you, look for another one. You can be working with 2 lecturers. Immediately you come like this, you can be working with 2 lecturers. I'm telling you the truth. So the other one you're looking for, it may have full funding. The moment that one tell you I have full funding, just tell the other one that you're sorry, you are going for that one. You don't need to mention the name of that lecturer. Just reach out to him later. You may not even go ahead and then reach out back to him. The moment you get that one that tell you that, oh, I have full funding or something like that, you accept that one straight. And you can later tell him back that, oh, I have somebody who's giving me full funding. That's all. So you can reach out to as many lecturers you want. Those that want to give you partial, just accept it. Those want to give you full, tell the partial one, you've already gotten a full one. And appreciate that he gave you partial. Okay? So you can reach out as many lecturers you want. Okay? So I can get funding from other departments apart from department that gave me admission. Yes, 100%, bro. 100%. It doesn't mean that you have to be your department alone that will give you funding. 100%, bro. So please apply, seek for more. Not only your department. That's why I said I'm going to give you a secret today. Don't depend only on your department. Let me give another one. There is a particular guy. This one happened in Texas. There is a particular guy. He studied, I want to try and remember. I think it's agricultural engineering, if I remember very well. He studied agricultural engineering. But before he leaves Nigeria, he was a very good person in IT professional. Very, very good person in IT professional. So when he get that admission, after getting the admission, they tell them no funding. He just reached out directly, straight to to the dean of the computer science department, and tell the dean like, I work in robotics, something like that. I have done this on robotic. I've done this one on robotic. I've done this one and this one on robotic and something like that. And he said, okay, can you send a video of one of your work you've done? And he said the video of what the work he has done or something like that. I said, okay, we are giving you full funding. He's taking a lecture in Greek engineering and he's working in computer science. And by the time he was done with his master's, the computer science in the school gave him a job instantly. Before leaving, they gave him a job. Although at the end, he got another job outside and later left. But I'm telling you one secret today. Don't limit yourself. Please, don't limit yourself at all. How can I reach you, sir? So I already said the way you can reach me is that go to my YouTube. You will see under the YouTube, you see some link there. You see WhatsApp community. So you can reach out to me through the Workers WhatsApp community. Go through the Workers WhatsApp community. Then you see my number there. Then you reach out to me through that. Name of school, department name, Nigeria. I don't understand. Name of school like how, Mr. Abayomi? If you can, I don't get your question, sir. Name of school, department, and name in Nigeria. I don't get that one, sir. If you can expatiate about that very well, that would be great. Okay, yeah, I get your point now. I get your point now. Name of school, yes. The name of the school, the department name, and also you can put Nigeria in front of it. Yeah, I get your point now. You can put Nigeria, or you can just put name of school, department name. Check that one first. If it's not bringing out anybody from Nigeria, then you put Nigeria in front of it. I have one school, Young University. They need TOEFL official report. Is the school okay, sir? Now, let me tell you something, sir, Mr. Adeshina. Concerning this TOEFL, you are from with your name, you are from Nigeria and an English-speaking country. Reach out to them and tell them that you are from a English-speaking country, you are from Nigeria. That is it compulsory? I still need to write TOEFL. Reach out to the department, the international department. Reach out to that international department. Write to them and ask that question. That you are from English-speaking country. So put it there, you're from English-speaking country. Then you now reach out to them. Okay? That's for Mr. Adeshina. Please, if you don't have to answer your question, please let me know. Are you saying they will consider me without GRE when there are other students with high GRE? Now, let me tell you one secret about GRE and no GRE. Somebody can have very high GRE, get admission. For example, let's say they're having funding for 10 people, and those who have written GRE, they admitted 20 people, and those who have written GRE, out of them are 18 in number, and they gave a funding to 10 out of them. The remaining ones, some of them also write GRE, and you that don't write GRE too, you are not given funding, but you are given admission. Now, if you do what I say you should do right now, you realize that you yourself you will get funding, and those who are GRE, who wrote GRE, will not get. Now, it is for you to know how to pave your way. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Knowledge is the key. There are some schools that they will look at GRE. There are some schools that don't even look at GRE. Let me tell you the real fact. They will tell you to write GRE, but they will look at the results and look at the core courses in your courses. For example, let's say you apply for economics, and they look at your courses in economics. In all your economics courses that you did in school, you're having A in everything, and you don't write GRE. I have somebody who write GRE, who's very high in GRE, and in his courses in that school, he was having A, B, A, C, A, B, A, C, A, B, A, C. I'm telling you, they will consider you first before consider the person write GRE. If the school is waiving GRE, they will consider you first. But if the school that is saying that GRE is very compulsory, they may look at those who have very high GRE, consider them first before consider other people. But you can seek out. You can seek out. Okay? Oh my God, I have a lot of questions here to answer. Okay. To get a scholarship, do I just go to a particular school and apply and get funding when I get there? Who would pay for the application fee? Because I don't know. I seems confused at some point with all. So let me tell you, if you want to talk about this application fee and something, go back to my first video. I did a first like section bit video. If you go there, you will see that I explain a lot of things about this application. Application fee is in two ways. There are some schools that waive application. There are some schools that don't waive. There are some schools that won't put it there that they waive application. You can ask every school that you want to apply to that, can you guys waive application? There is a way you go consult those letters and tell them, can you guys waive application and so on like that. They will tell you, okay, we waive, we don't waive. But some schools will put it there, they waive application. Some schools will not put it there and they waive. So you need to ask. That's about that. Like, for example, the school I did my master's, they don't waive application. But for my friend, I asked him to ask. And he asked, and they told him that we are waiving your application for you. And his application was waived. So please, it is important that you can ask about the application waiver, if they have it or not. But presently, I posted a video concerning University of Maryland. They are presently waiving the application until 12th of February. Okay. But for any application you apply to, you will surely need to pay application fee unless the application is waived. So there are a lot of fee that you need to pay. So that one is done. Okay, Mr. Ajayi said, I just finished my undergraduate in agriculture, in architecture, sir. Are there things that I should know or do specifically for departments that can make me to easily get scholarship? You don't need to do anything. Now, number one thing I will ask you to do is that check that department. If that department have funding. If they don't put it there that they have funding, if you go and check, when I post this video, I'm going to post this video. You can go and check the beginning of the video, what I ask you to do concerning this situation. That will help you. I don't want to repeat myself again. But if you go to the beginning of this video, Mr. Ajayi, you will see there that what you can do to that department, ask question and all those things like that. Okay, sir? And if you are not clear enough when you check that video, check my link in the video, in the what is it called? Through that place that you can reach out to me. You can even reach out to me through my Facebook page too. You see my Facebook page there too. You can reach out to me through there. Let's assume I was given admission and I don't feel like resuming that time. Can I defer the admission for like maybe for a month just to gather something? Now, the fine of admission is in two ways. Number one, you can only defer admission from one semester to another semester or from one section to another section. You can't defer admission for like a month. They won't take it. So you can only defer from a particular section to another section or from another semester to another semester. That's how you can defer. So you can't defer admission, for example, you have 1 month left and you can't, no. Even if you are going for your visa interview, unless maybe you've gotten a visa and you don't want to resume at that moment, then you can ask for like an extension and tell the school, I will please, can I resume at so time? I need to gather some things and this one and that one. Yeah, because the reason why I say that is that when you get here, when you land in US, immediately you land, you are going to go through the immigration here. And if they check that the date you're supposed to resume is a month already, and you're just coming now, bro, they will send you back. Oh, I'm telling you the truth. They will send you back. So if you know that you need 1 month to gather some things and you can't resume instantly, write a letter to the international department. The international department will now send you a letter that will say, okay, we release you for the next 1 month. Or and two, for example, if you're applying for four semester, we have two type of 4 semester. We have 4-1, we have 4-2. 4-2 always start around that I think middle of November and middle of October. 4-2. So if you reach out to the department and to the international and tell them that, hey, I already got my visa, I've gotten everything, but I need a 1 month to gather some things, then I'll be able to resume. They will tell you, okay, you can resume for 4-2. You can resume for 4-2. That means that you have like more than a month. So by that time, they will send you a new I-120 that is stated there that your assumption date is so. They will send you a new one. They will tell you that. They will send you a new one. So please make sure whenever you do that, send a message and that one will be sorted. Okay. I think I've answered your question, Mr. Ajayi. Who else again? Okay, Mr. Adebowale said, they said they are not waiving the TOEFL, sir. I have done it, but send the official report is the problem. They said they are not waiving the TOEFL, sir. I have done it, but send the official report is the problem. Okay, now if you ask them about this TOEFL and they tell you they are not waiving the TOEFL, now let me tell you what you can do. For example, if you apply to a school, those in charge of emails, like for example, they give you their contact. Maybe there's a particular contact there whereby you send the contact and the person replies back. They don't waive TOEFL. Now you can do another thing. You can send an email to your department you want to apply to. Send it to the chair of that department. Tell them that the international body were saying they needed TOEFL and you're from English-speaking country. Now, as you're sending it to the chair of that department, you're also copying the international body. Now, another thing you can also do that will help you more, as you're copying the international body, make sure you copy the director in the international body. Explain in detail that you're from English-speaking country and TOEFL is supposed to be waived. If they ask you to write other examination like GRE, is good. But for TOEFL is English. You are from English speaking country, so you can write a letter, copy the what is it called, the international office, and also copy the director in charge of the international office, copy the chairman, and you can also copy maybe the dean of that department. I'm telling you, at the end, they will come together and waive it for you. So please recap what I will send on other departments seeking for funding, sir. Okay, I don't want to recap myself again. So for the department that you want to say, you send, number one, send your transcript, your academic transcript, send it. Write a like a statement of purpose or official letter or something. Write that one too. Then add your work experience to it. Now the third thing is now construct. Now you construct like a very good statement. Are you get what I'm saying now? Then in that your statement of purpose, make sure that you construct your statement of purpose. For example, to send it to that department about this is what you want to do and everything, and you're giving admission and all things like that. So that is the most important thing that you surely need to send to them. So your results, your CV, that is your resume, your admission letter. You're giving admission already. Send your admission letter. Then also construct a very good write-up to tell them, like selling yourself to them, that this is what you can do and what you can bring in for them. I got an admission and they gave me $12,000. While tuition fee is about $55,000. What should I do? Good. Now, the $12,000 was given to you. Is it by the department or is it a grant? I want to know. If it's coming from the department, you can seek for a grant also and see if there's a lecturer that have a grant too. If you don't have a lecturer that have a grant, seek for other areas in the school where you can get funding. Tell them you have already been given $12,000 in your department, but you have experience in this area. Let me give you an example. Okay, provost scholarship. Are you applying for masters or you applying for undergrad? And another question is this: did the department have funding by itself? The department you're applying to? Oh, undergrad. I see. If it is undergrad, that is provost. They gave you provost scholarship, which is great. So the rest for undergrad, do what I'm telling you, 6 money is for grad. Those are apply for masters, but for undergrad, because you don't have a lot of experience, unless you have experience before coming for undergrad, you can decide to apply to some area. But another thing I will tell you about undergrad is this: if they give you this scholarship of 12,000, out of this, accept it. When you get here, undergrad has a liability to work in the school. So you have availability, sorry, not liability, availability. Sorry for the mistake. You have availability to work in the school. So you can get a work, maybe for example, work in the school dining hall, work in some other area or something like that. And you can use that one to balance yourself up and also use it to pay the rest of your school fees. You get my point now. So take that 12,000. That's for undergrad. That's what I want to know, because provost scholarship or maybe some scholarship and something like that are mostly for undergrad student. Okay. Any other question, please? It is 59 minutes already. It's an hour. We have some few seconds to go. Have I answered everybody's question, please? Have I answered everybody's question? If I don't answer your question correctly, please let me know. The last thing I want to say is this: I'm helping people I'm working as a consultant and also working as a mentor. If you need help where you are applying, you can reach out to me at any time. And I have a lot of website there whereby you can use to reach out to me. So you can reach out to me at any time. I will guide you towards your application, towards everything like that. I'm going to guide you towards it. and tell you what you need to know and every other things like that. 100%. So anytime you have any question or something, you can reach out to me. Then do me a favor, please. I'm doing this thing free of charge. The best thing you can do for me is to like my video, comment in that video, ask questions, give a comment in the video. They also help me to share the video, and also subscribe. Help me to comment in the video, like the video, and please subscribe, please. You said no, sir. Can I know why do you say no, sir? Is that question I've not answered? Yeah. That one I don't know. Undergraduate with their dependents, I don't think so. I don't know about that. But I know for masters, I know for PhD, you can go with your dependents. But for undergrad, it's very, very slim. Very, very rare. Very, very rare for undergrad. It's very, very rare. So please, somebody said no, sir. Have I not answered your question? If you have not answered your question, please let me know. If I haven't answered your question, please let me know. So I've answered your question about that. But Mr. J, you said no, sir. So I want to really get your point about the no, sir. So let me give like 2 more minutes, then we'll round it up. I already answered that one. How you can apply and get a sure scholarship. I said it in the beginning of the video. That's why I said I can't recap everything from the beginning to the end again. I can't recap everything from it. So after this section is over, I'm going to put the video on YouTube. Go back and check it. You will see how I explain in details how you can secure it. Okay. You know what? Go to the link, look at my WhatsApp stuff, reach out to me from there. I will call you on WhatsApp call, then we'll talk more better. I'll call you WhatsApp call, then we'll talk more better. Okay? Okay. Let me see. Somebody has a question here. Can the dependent for master's student work? No. Dependent for master's student cannot work. So he's coming as F2. So you can't work. Dependent for master student cannot work. It's not allowed to work. So it's dependent. That's what they call it dependent. It's depending on you. So it can work in US. So to be straight and forward, it can work. I told you I was confused and I don't know where to start from. Okay, that's why I said you can just go through the link, okay, and let's talk. Okay, let us talk. Go through the link. I will call you. Any other question you want to ask, I'll answer your question very well. It's because maybe you don't join in the beginning. That's why you don't get some of the other things there. Can I apply for a visa interview in February, though my admission will be in August? Have you been given admission already, Mr. Israel? Have you been given admission? Because you can only apply for visa interview if you have been given admission and your I-20 has been sent to you. You can't go to the what is it called? You can't go to the interview without your I-20. So you have to have the admission and your I-20 before you can apply for visa interview. So Mr. Israel, answer my question, please. Have you been given admission and has your I-20 been sent to you? That's the most important thing. The admission Oklahoma State gave me is admission that I must have and continue with. Yes, for scholarship. Oh, let me tell you something very, very important. If you apply for scholarship and then you are given funding, every schools that you apply for masters, they will tell you you have to have 3.0 GPA consecutively. that you must not have nothing less than that. So it's from 3.0 to 4 point. You have to have that. If you have anything less than that, you're going to go out of funding. And that's the reason why they ask you to submit the proof of funding in the beginning when you apply for your admission. That's why they ask you to submit proof of funding in the beginning. That's the reason behind it. So because if you get out of GA or GTA or GRA, then you can go back and request funding to continue your academics. So that is one of the important thing there. Mr. Israel, yes, for January, but I was denied when I went to the interview. Mr. Israel, reach out to me through my WhatsApp community or through my Facebook page. Reach out to me through my Facebook page. Then will talk about what I want to ask question why you were denied, because I do help people towards answering visa interview, and that's going to be my next video. But please reach out to me through there. We'll talk more about how you were denied and see how I can help you towards that. It is free. I'm not charging any money. Oh, it's free. Oh, every of my things is free. It's free. So not charging of any money. I have got a decision letter from Oklahoma University. The decision did not state any form of funding nor cost of tuition. Does it mean I should apply to the department and ask for funding? Yes. So please, if it's not stated that you are given funding or something, go ahead and apply. You can send the person who send you the admission letter, send a mail to the person and ask the person that does the funding comes with the letter that you received as admission, or you need to apply for GA. There are some schools where they give you admission, it comes directly. There are some schools they give you admission, you need to apply for GA on its own. So it is two things. Some schools will tell you need to apply to GA, and if you pop up the GA, there's some school that they have list of GA, list of graduate assistantship in different departments. If you see that one, please don't only apply to your department, apply to other department too. Apply to every other source. Just keep applying. Like for example, in Ostipi State University, the department have GA for computational and what is it called? Computer science and quantitative method. So some of the concentrations they have GA, like mathematical finance, predictive analysis, they have GA, but they don't have that enough. Now there's also what they call SLA in Austin P. Those ones are used for tutorials. So when you want to apply, you see SLA, you will see your department, you will see every other things there in Austin P State University. You can apply to SLA, apply to your department, apply to all other departments. There are some other departments that they do tutorial, for their students. And if you know that you have a knowledge in that area, you can apply to it. Okay? So don't base your stuff in only one place. But make sure you reach out to the department to confirm about that. So I deferred my admission to August. Okay, that's fantastic. So if you defer your admission to August, that shows that you say you have an interview in February, you've already deferred your admission. That is very, 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 very true, because if they pop up your stuff over there's a possibility for them to see that you have deferred. Mr. Israel, reach out to me, please. I have some questions I need to ask from you. Mr. Israel, reach out to me, please. There are some questions I need to ask from you. Please reach out to me. Okay. So my next video possibly is going to be towards the end of this month. I'm still going to post other videos that I'm doing to help people, but the next live video that I'll be doing is going to be the end of this month, and it's going to be on how to answer questions when you go for your visa interview. So I'm going to tell you how to answer questions when you go for your visa interview. That is the next video I'm going to be doing. Then after that one, then I will tell you about the next live video I will also be doing. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm so grateful. God bless you. Please make sure you like my video. Whenever I repost it, most of the time this comment will not pop up. Whenever I repost it, please make sure you like it. Make sure you like the video, comment on it, and please share it to people. There are a lot of people who need help. The reason why I'm doing this thing is that there are a lot of people who has been duped, that I heard about, that have been duped. There are some other people that they've paid a lot of money to these what is it called? That they paid a lot of money to these people that maybe consultant, I don't know what they call them, and at the end they dupe them. So I'm doing this video just to help people, not no payment. I'm not asking for any money or something. What you can just do for me is to share my video to help other people. Share my video to them, send my video to them, let them watch it, and that will surely help them. And I'm thinking of doing a live video, one more about maybe before the visa or after the visa interview live video, talking about the challenges I face when I was applying for my visa and for my what is it called? The challenges I faced when I was applying for my US application admission. I'm going to tell you about the challenges, how I started with 0 naira and everything like that. I'm going to talk about it. So I might do a live video on that too and talk about the challenges I face also. Since there's no any other question, thank you guys for coming. I'm so grateful. Do have a blessed. If you are still day over there, have a blessed day. If you're about to go to bed, I would say good night and God bless you. Bye.